All right, what's going on, guys? I just got this on Twitter right now. This came from my cousin in one of my super chats, and I just saw that N Wokeness just got this, and so did Elon Musk. They reposted this, and this is insane. I just reposted this on Twitter. This is insanity of what is going on, and it says here, Senior Vice President at Disney. There's no way we're hiring a white male. Stop. This is. What the hell is Disney doing? What are they doing? Are you fucking kidding me right now? Disney is not wanting to hire white males? Man, we gotta listen to this. This we gotta listen to. So let's get ready.
Certainly, there have been times where, there's no way we're on a white male.
Just kind of unspoken.
There are times when it's spoken, but
How would they say it?
there's no way we're hiring a white male that's spoken.
Like straight to you? Or, okay.
They'd be very careful how they message that to agents.
According to these videotapes, Disney blatantly discriminates against whites, white men in particular.
I think I'm sort of well prepared for it. I'm well positioned for it. But as far as Disney's concerned, I'm a white male. That's not who they're looking to promote at the moment.
As a white guy, even Michael has his own doubts about the possibility for advancement for himself at Disney. In fact, Michael actually got to experience Disney's discrimination against white males firsthand.
I've been at the company for 11 years now, so I have friends in it.
All right, apparently, this guy, his name is Michael Giordano. He's the senior vice president and team lead 20th Television. It is in the Walt Disney Company, and he is speaking out and put a video out there that Disney is trying to be so diverse as possible, trying to be as woke as possible, to have no white males be hired on Disney companies. Only white females, that's the most. But everyone else, it's just insanity. But there is more. I only saw a little bit of the video, but I wanted to post this, and we got 20 minutes. We have less than 20 minutes of this. So let's keep watching this video. All right?
HR, and I have friends on those divisions, and they're like, look, nobody else is going to tell you this, Mike, but they're not considering any white males for the shot. They're just not.
They even passed over a qualified half-black person for a promotion because they didn't look black enough.
We wanted to hire somebody in the department a few years ago now.
Even black people!
Who was half-black, but didn't, appear half-black. And there was a creative executive who was like, we're not, that's not...
What the fuck are they doing?
They wanted somebody in meetings who would appear a certain way. And he wasn't gonna bring that to the meeting. I mean, it kind of feels like at some point there's going to be a lawsuit. That's kind of how it feels, just because of,
And that is a lawyer talking. So how does Disney explain pushing these discriminatory practices? They use code words and buzzwords.
I'm guessing that there's acceptable code words and buzzwords that are used to explain what they're looking for. They might say something like, look, we're not looking at the usual suspects for this job. So it's not a legally actionable thing. But everybody knows what it means. They, for writers and actors, we'll hear all the time, looking to hire writers and actors who bring diversity. I'm not looking to bring on any more clients who are white.
Oh my god, dude, this is insanity.
Welcome to the Disney Tapes. My name is James O'Keefe, standing here in Burbank, California, outside Disney corporate headquarters. This is our first part in a series about blatant discrimination and woke policies at the Walt Disney Company. To say that the Disney Company has had a tumultuous 5 years, well, that would be an understatement. Major box office flops, a losing battle with the state of Florida, and a stock that has been one of the worst performers on Wall Street, and as you'll probably conclude from this report, as well as recent shareholder rumblings, almost all of Disney's recent failings are as a result of Bob Iger and the cast of characters here at Disney that are trying to force woke DEI policies into every aspect of Disney's vast media empire. What used to be a highly profitable company by being the gold standard of family entertainment has taken a sharp downturn in the wake of all of its...
This is why I say this for all that you that love Disney, bro, that used to love Disney. It's gone, dude. The magic is gone. All there is right now is politics, wokeness, diversity. This is insanity, bro. I mean, Pixar's movie, The Inside Out 2, I heard that it's done good so far. I mean, one guy that I watched from Geeks Gamers, Jeremy, he watched the movie and he liked it. He did not see no crap in there, bro, which is good. But, I mean, you can see it right here, man, that all this is just, it's insanity, bro. This is just insanity of what Disney is doing. Totally insanity, bro.
It's wokeness. Under CEO Bob Iger's leadership, Disney's downfall likely started with the insane hiring practices amongst its executives and creative teams. One of their top senior vice presidents claims that they not only discriminate against white men when recruiting and hiring middle management, they actually give bonuses for hiring and retaining employees that are specifically not white. According to these videotapes, Disney blatantly discriminates against white men in particular. Not a week goes by without a news headline about potential medical supply shortages, threats to our infrastructure or power grid. And you remember what they pulled during the last pandemic. Certain medications were mysteriously out of stock. No way will I ever let that happen again. In today's unpredictable world, it's all about being prepared for who knows what they have in store for the next pandemic. Our friends and supporters at The Wellness Company have designed this unique, prescription-based medical emergency kit that is packed with 8 potentially life-saving prescription-only medications.
All right, it looks like it's a commercial.
Including Z-Pak and ivermectin. Gee, get ready to write this.
He gives the director.
All right, here we go.
For each show? For each...
Not that specifically, but like, hey, I want every show to substantially.
Iger even has a chief diversity officer. Now, up until recently, that was Latondra Newton, who played a big part in dragging Disney full bore into its losing culture war by promoting discriminatory hiring practices and introducing gay, lesbian, transgender, non-binary, and other characters into Disney's children's animated series and films.
Is it like an all-across thing, like all of HR, or there's like that one specific person that kind of like... Because I've got...
And this has happened, man.
She's the head of the...
Oh, I know you're talking about the head of
the African-American lady, yeah. So is that like...
And this is spreading a lot in Disney, bro. They've been trying to put all this political nonsense and woke ideology into these damn shows, into cartoon shows for kids, you know, TV shows, movies. I mean, look at The Acolyte, for example. Look at The Acolyte. They have activists that are doing the writing in Lucasfilm. And look what has been going on, man. It's plummeted. Now in the House of the Dragon show, there is diversity in there, and there are people that are like gay, but there are writers that respect the fans and they do it right. Now, if Disney wants to do all that, if they want to have diverse, if they want to have wokeness and all that in there, okay, fine. But do not have activists. Do get better writers. Do give the fans the respect. And that's what Disney is not doing right now, man. Pitiful, man. Just pitiful.
Like kind of hard deciding.
She oversees a lot of that for sure. But it's pretty broad, I would say. There are other people in HR who are also focused on that. I would say a relatively large percentage of our top writer creators happen to be gone. And a lot of
Just by happenstance.
I mean, like, just like if you say whatever, I don't know, whatever 10 or 15% of the population is gay, I would guess that 30 to 35% of our top writers are, gay, and so I think a lot of them lean into trans stories more than your average straight writer would.
And in an odd twist, you have to be a white Jewish guy to be considered for a C-suite job. More on that next week. But now, let's meet Los Angeles-based Michael Giordano, a white male and Walt Disney's Senior Vice President of Business Affairs.
I do like business affairs, like negotiations for television.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Nice. That's really cool.
Like on the creative side. So it's a lot of it is, like knowing like the guild agreements and the union agreements and everything, like make offers for the writers and the actors who are going to be out working on the show and the producers and the directors and try to get to a place where we can be able to deal with them, help the production to budget, and so much of my job is just the negotiating, really. And then other people are doing kind of the editing of the contracts. So,
Oh, wow. So, yeah, what's the negotiating like?
I'm like sitting down trying to figure out, okay, what are we gonna pay this actor for this role? What do we think they want?
Oh, wow.
Kind of strategize that. Everything from how you produce a show, how you distribute a show, how you exhibit a show, how you market a show, things like that. All of the negotiations and
Yeah.
One, well, actually two of our brave undercover journalist and American Swiper investigative reporters met Michael on the dating app Hinge. And aside from this story, which focused on Disney's overt discrimination against white men, you'll see later on in this report, and it'll be quite entertaining, Michael turns out to be quite the ladies' man.
How long have you been on dating apps?
Not very long.
Have you been going out?
Not a lot. Not a lot.
Anything like for it?
You know what's funny? No.
Let's dig right into Disney's blatant practices of discrimination. If you're wondering how Disney as a company looks at race, gender, and discrimination in the hiring process, about how they recruit and hire talent, look no further.
I think there are times when it's like so front and center. It's like great because that's the focus. Like we have so many shows where we're casting and we're like, yeah, we're not even going to see certain people for it because we need that particular role to.
Yeah. So is it intentional that they want, like, they only look for diverse candidates for certain roles?
Yeah. I think there's certainly a belief that it's just good for society and they know. But there's also a belief that, like, we're going to make more money if we appeal to a wider variety of people. And it's a good thing. We have shareholders too, And so diversity helps with that.
Diversity helps with financial incentive.
Yeah.
So is it like, do you think it's more so on that side, or using, like, any good prices gets put to use, or?
Regardless. I think it is regardless, but I think that
My God, dude.
even
My
conservative
God.
people who may not want to lean into it can easily make the argument that, like, we make more money when we appeal to a wider variety of people, and that means diversity.
Yeah.
There's a real focus on every show. And I'm sure
Oh
the
my
movies too,
God,
like,
dude.
deal with that side of it. So, to make sure that the writers' room has a real, diversity, not just gender or sexual orientation and ethnicity, but, making sure that they're hiring some writers who may have certain disabilities where they wouldn't be hiring them. Since there's kind of a really broad look whenever we're doing that to make sure
Yeah.
that everybody gets.
Yeah.
So they talk a big game about DEI, but do they actually do it? Apparently so. They even passed over a qualified half-black person for a promotion because they didn't look black enough.
Yeah.
We had a situation where we wanted to hire somebody in the department a few years ago now, who was half black, but didn't appear half black. And there was a creative executive who was like, "We're not."
Sorry, my ears been itching a lot. Sheesh.
They wanted the full.
They wanted somebody in meetings who would appear a certain way. and he wasn't gonna bring that to the meeting.
And so this is like on the
This was on the
corporate
high-
side, like
corporate
the
side.
business side.
Never understood that. Is it like, cause I know a lot of, like, I have like a lot of black friends who like are not as dark as like, you know. So do they care about that, or is like the ethnicity actually?
They say they don't care about it, but the truth is, to some extent, they do. If you're mixed, but you don't look black at all, which sometimes happens,
Yeah.
then they're like, oh, I'm not so sure. But if you're mixed and you can tell they're somebody's part black, but they're not like that black, still okay. That was still, crazy.
My God,
But
dude.
apparently, Meghan Markle is black enough. You can't make this up.
So would like Meghan Markle, who's pretty white,
Right, yeah.
would she be considered
She would still
like
be, yeah.
diverse, or
Yeah.
or
Huh? As a white guy, even Michael has his own doubts about the possibility for advancement for himself at Disney, saying, quote,
Christ, bro.
as far as Disney is concerned, I'm a white male.
I'm like a half step below a department head. I have a team under me, but I don't oversee a whole department. And I'd like to oversee a whole department, whether that's at Disney or having to lead. So,
Okay. Do you think that you'll have opportunity at Disney?
I'm not sure, to be honest with you. I think I'm sort of like well prepared for it. I'm well positioned for it. But as far as Disney's concerned, I'm a white male. That's not who they're looking at promote as the most.
In fact, Michael actually got to experience Disney's discrimination against white males firsthand.
So
Oh, do you think that has a lot to do with it?
I don't know a lot, but it's something to do with it.
Really?
Yeah.
What do you think the competition is?
Oh, I mean, I've been up for jobs internally against people who have less experience than me, and haven't gotten it.
Okay. And they were given to somebody else. Do you think it had something to do with their...
In one or two cases, I was told very explicitly that it did. Yeah.
Explicitly how? What did they tell you?
I mean, I've been at the company 11 years now, so I have friends in HR and I have friends in those divisions, and they're like, look, nobody else is going to tell you this, Mike, but they're not considering any white males for a shot. They're just not. That's not what they want.
And so it's probably fair that Disney would say, we don't want a white person to play this role.
Yeah, I mean, I think they're very careful about
Man, he
what-
got
They're
Disney.
very careful about messaging because they don't want to get to discrimination.
Disney is really, really getting themselves in deep shit right now. Oh my God, Disney. I mean, God bless, dude. What a find, bro. What a video, man. I mean, this goes to tell you, man, that Disney is broke, man. They have put themselves in a big bind as possible, dude. And we only have like less than 6 minutes of this.
In either direction, but certainly there have been times where there's no way we're on a white male first.
Just kind of
Yeah,
unspoken.
there are times when it's spoken, but
How would they say it?
there's no way we're hiring a white male first. They'd say,
Like straight to you, or okay,
they'd be very careful how they message that to agents.
in like email or whatever.
But
After getting a dose of Disney's discrimination himself, it seems like Michael may have been hit with a reality check that discrimination against people based upon race is probably not cool.
I mean, it kind of feels like we're, at some point there's going to be a lawsuit. That's kind of how it feels, just because of,
And that is a lawyer talking. Now, could it get worse? It actually does. Not only does Disney discriminate against white men, it gives management bonuses to hire DEI candidates over white men, totally disregarding their level of qualification, as long as they're not white. You heard me correctly. A part of some executives' compensation package is based on hiring and retaining black hires. We saw this in the case of IBM, America First Legal has launched a lawsuit. Many people coming out of the woodwork from IBM, from these Fortune 500 companies, all saying they've experienced this. We are certain to hear from people inside Disney who've made these claims. Many people here in Los Angeles, here in Hollywood, very afraid of Disney, very afraid of retaliation against their creative productions or movies or films or jobs for speaking about this truth. But if you have been a victim of discrimination, please reach out to OMG or Citizen Journalism Foundation, and we will try to get you representation to get your rights back.
I've had it with all my personal and private information being exposed and exploited by .com/.
40% of our executives at this level, I think.
Yeah, that was another ad that was going on.
They have goals that they're trying to hit. They want a certain percentage of diversity here, a certain percentage of diversity there.
But are these these are open goals? Because you're saying they can't say it in such specific terms. So are they open goals?
They are open goals at a senior enough level.
So how does Disney explain pushing these discriminatory practices to the people that they work with? Well, according to Michael Giordano, it seems like it's a sensitive issue, and they use code words and buzzwords.
I'm guessing that there's a acceptable code words and buzzwords that are used to explain what they're looking for. They might say something like, look, we're not looking at the usual suspects for this job. So it's not a legally actionable thing. But everybody knows what it means.
According to Michael, even Disney's human resources agencies are on board with these practices. Hi guys, do you know what the code words are for the discriminatory hiring practices? Do you work in HR? No? You familiar with the buzzwords?
Oh, bro.
They don't know what I'm talking about now, but they will soon.
They, the writers and actors, I'll hear all the time, I'm looking to hire writers and actors who bring diversity. I'm not looking to bring on any more clients who are so there's definitely that focus.
Disney even has an internal organization such as 20th Action Group, whose sole purpose is to promote discriminatory DEI hiring practices and to push bizarre characters and storylines on children. The question is, can the people just come to work, make their cartoons, and do the discrimination elsewhere? But apparently not on CEO Bob Iger's watch. So how is prioritizing these DEI practices over hiring merit-based talent worked out for Disney shareholders, you might ask? Well, over the past 5 years, the S&P index is up over 88%, and Disney is down almost 30%, making that once golden brand one of Wall Street's biggest disappointments. Yes, the disaster that Disney has become is probably the most glaring example of what happens when you prioritize DEI over talent content creators and executives who truly know how to build value. So will Disney turn it all around and hire or promote based upon merit? We shall see. This is just part one. We got another tape coming out next week. This is a multiple part series. I spoke with Michael Giordano. You'll see that soon.
We are.
You have nothing to say.
I haven't seen you.
Wow. Yeah, that will be next week, and I'll keep an eye on that. Man, this is insanity. This is insanity of what has happened, bro. Oh my God, dude. This is unbelievable. Alright, I'm going to have this posted on Twitter, YouTube, and Rumble, but if YouTube, they may probably try to copyright me for this, or they may block it. But we'll see, bro. Alright, let's just hope it doesn't get blocked. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys like the video that I've done, go ahead and hit that like button. Share this video. Post a comment below. Let me know what are your thoughts on this video, on this topic, and what is going on. So, Disney, you're going to go woke. You're going to go broke. Alright, guys. I'll see you guys later. Oh, I forgot. If you love this if you like this channel and you want to see more, please hit that subscribe button for me, man. It'll do a lot good for my channel. Alright, guys. See you guys later. Bye.